because I want to watch a great show on Netflix. By the way, it's what I actually watched all of it. I want to watch it again with my wife. I enjoyed it so much. I want to watch it again. But it's not going to. This is not going to be a long live stream. I just want to try to explain this to everybody. I want the V for Victory project to happen so bad. You have no idea. Of course, I want to make it happen. Okay. But it's just like common logical sense. Okay. We're talking about a gigantic project that I consider a life achievement. Okay. We're talking about a project that could cost $1 billion or more. Okay. So I just want you to understand the magnitude of what we're talking about here. So, in order for me to do this, it's not just super chats. Like people think it's only super chats. It's my hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of hard work and determination that I make video after video after video, live stream after live stream after live stream, short video after short video after short video. Okay. So that's work. And when you work, it's called earned income. Okay? Earned. That's the most important word here. Earned income. And what that translates to is you have the right to spend that money any way you see fit because you've earned it. Okay. Now, does this mean, because I think that these haters just don't get it, that I don't have the intention of completing the project? Of course, it's my dream. Of course, I want to complete it. But you're talking about a tremendous amount of money, and it's not something that's going to be an overnight process. So, you don't have to be a genius to figure this out, that life has expenses along the way, personal and business. Like I said, there may be a time even where I'm traveling, where I'm looking at different destinations. It's expenses, eating expenses, living expenses. Okay. So any businessman, okay, kind of like has to look at, the gross and the net. That's just about. So what do I consider like the net? Okay, I'll explain it to you. Meaning money that I would be dedicating to my project, right? I consider the net after all expenses are paid. It's the same thing when you run a business. It's the same thing. You have what's called expenses that you have to pay. And then after you pay all the expenses, then there's money left over, which is the net. So there's the gross and the net. It's the same exact concept with me. Like, obviously, if I become super successful, I don't need that much money to live. You know what I mean? I don't need that much money, in general, because I even have money coming in right now. So it will be a very easy process that once I become relatively more successful, that a very large percentage of all of this money is going to go towards my project. Okay. It's going to be a quick one, Cincinnati, German. But I'm just trying to make people understand, like, this is the thing that they're not getting, the haters, and I'm trying to explain it to them. I'm trying to explain to them what earned income is, because they seem to be extremely confused with what earned income is. Earned income is bottom line money you work for. Money you work for. You work for it, it's earned. Okay. And any business person would tell you that there's a gross and there's a net. Okay. So, in other words, here's the way I see it. My net proceeds is what goes to the V for Victory project. My net proceeds. So, like, what does that mean? It means, let's say I earned $20,000. I'm going to give you an example in a month. Okay. And let's say my travel, my living expenses, all of this stuff amounts to $10,000. I have every right to spend $10,000 on myself because I've earned it. This is earned income. And then I have every right to take the remaining $10,000 and put it in a savings account that will be dedicated for my project. And Uncle Sam, of course, you got to pay taxes, correct? But to say, I'm saying that In other words, this is what they're trying, what these haters are trying to make it seem is that I have no intention. This is what they're trying to push the narrative is I have no intention of putting money towards my project. In other words, I want to use all the money on living expenses. That's crazy to think that because like how much money first of all do you think I would need anyway in living expenses? Like I said, I'm currently at around $10,000 a month. That's my total overhead in my life. Okay. So, like I said, let's say I get to the point where I make $100,000 on YouTube a month. I'm just giving you an example. Okay. So that would mean that $10,000 would probably go to living expenses, right? It just, miscellaneous things, whatever it is, business, trips, whatever the case may be. And 90,000 would be in a savings account for my V for Victory project. So it's really simple. Well, it's not just super chats. It's like look, like I'm making money right now. You see how you're listening to me since Cincinnati German. I make money off YouTube. It's called YouTube ad revenue. So just the fact that I'm making this live stream, I'm making money. Okay. It's called earned income because this is in fact working. A lot of people they don't get it. They think this is some kind of game YouTube. It's actual work. It's work. So every time you do a live stream, it's work. Every time you do a video, it's work. Every time you do a short video, it's work. Now, super chats is another form of income. It's another form of income. But again, it's considered work because this is not considered a donation. You follow me? If you look up YouTube's, code of standards, this is an income. Money that you're getting from super chats is an income. Okay, so it's not. You don't have to be a brain surgeon. You don't have to be Albert Einstein. That because it's earned income, I have the right to spend it any which way I want. But like I said, I look at it net and the gross. Okay. So I just want YouTube to get to a point. This is what I want to get to a point where, okay, I take care of my living expenses. Okay. Right. And then everything else after that, of course, would go into a savings account to complete the V for Victory project. So, and again, you're talking about an enormous amount of money. I don't need an enormous amount of money to live. I need like around like 10 grand a month. So the thing is that if it got to the point where I started making millions on YouTube, like let's say I became a big YouTuber like Mr. Beast, for example, and I'm making like 50 million, whatever it is, 100 million a year. Okay, let's just say one day. Okay, the majority of all of that money is going to go into a savings account. I mean, obviously, after I pay taxes and Uncle Sam, the majority of that money is going to go into a savings account for my V for Victory project because I don't need $50 million to live. Like maybe I need $120,000 to live. You follow me? But they're trying to make it seem like these haters, there's something wrong. There's like, in other words, there's something wrong with you spending earned income that you're earning on yourself in any way. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to read this here. So when I was on the other day and you asked for money, you're saying some of that money is for, oh my God, expense. That sounds shady. Sorry for keeping it real. What's shady about working for your money? Bro, I actually thought you were a smart guy. Apparently. So let me ask you a question. So is it shady? Let me ask you a question. If I have to travel to Hong Kong, right? And I have to meet people and I have business. So it's shady that I'm using money that I earned to do that. It's shady to you. You consider that shady. Cincinnati German, I'm sorry to do this to you, brother, but you're kind of pissing me off right now, brother. And I'm trying to explain this to you in a very logical, calm way, but you're starting to piss me off. Okay. And when people piss me off, I boot them off. Okay. You're really starting to get to me. All right, brother. So we're gonna have to call it a night if you don't cooperate here because you're acting like an asshole. All right, you're acting like an asshole. The bottom line is this: every businessman has a right has a right to survive, and then the majority of their profits could go into their dream project. This is every businessman, you lunatic. This is every businessman. This isn't just me. Look at what's happening with Donald Trump. You know what I mean? The guy's like raising all this money, okay, for what originally people thought was election fraud, right? And that's going to legal expenses. It's going to legal expenses. It's going to this. It's going to that. It's going to this. I'll just say it's alleged. I don't know what he does with all his money, but any businessman has a net and a gross. There's nothing shady about that. But your opinion is not an opinion, bro. You're okay. You have to learn the difference between what's called facts and fiction. Okay. See, I could have an opinion right now that you dress up as a girl, okay, Cincinnati German, and that you have high heels and that you have stockings on. That's my opinion. Now, the thing you have to understand is that a fact? Do you dress up like a girl? Do you wear like stockings? Do you wear high heels? Do you put red hot lipstick on? Okay. So do you see there's a difference between facts and fiction and opinion? Okay. So here are the facts. I'm just trying to give you facts. Okay. When you're explaining to people that super chats, listen to me, are entertainment purposes only, which I've said over and over and over again, people understand that it's a tip. People understand that it's for entertainment purposes only. And people also understand, okay, that you have the right to spend it any way you want. It's obviously to my best interest. It's obviously to my best interest to get this project done. But this is earned income, you Mama Luke. This is earned income, you Stunad. If like I said, if a portion of it went to my friggin' living and business expenses, there's nothing wrong with that at all because I've earned the money. I'm paying taxes on the money. You psychopathic, delusional lunatic. You're no different than all these friggin' haters out there. All right, this guy's an idiot, bro. Get lost. Let me get rid of this moron. Guy's an idiot. Guy's an idiot. Take care. Hope that guy don't come back. It's like I just don't understand why people can't understand the difference between fact and fiction. And it's like I'm trying to explain it to them and I'm trying to be reasonable and I'm trying to be as accommodating as possible. But these people it's like they keep challenging me. They keep fighting me. They keep challenging me. You know what I mean? It's like I can't handle people like that. I can't handle people like that. Okay. It's like I'm trying to be accommodating. I'm trying to answer questions, but people challenge everything I say. Anything that is earned income. Oh, of course. All the best. Ray Liotta. Oh my God. Tony Sirico, James Caan. Well, no, I understand what you say. But Tommy, I like to keep it. You know what it is with me, Tommy? I like to keep it real. I'm not, see, one thing about me, Tommy, is that I'm not a bullshit artist. I'm not a bullshit artist. So what I'm trying to do in my life is get this project done. But obviously, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand that you have to raise a tremendous amount of money. And it's going to take a tremendous amount of hard work. And it's not just super chats. This is what I'm explaining to all these people. Like, it's the YouTube videos I'm doing. It's the short videos I'm doing. It's the live streams that I'm doing. So all of these hours and hours and hours that I'm working, you understand? It's called earned income. So I have every right to spend a percentage of that on myself. I mean, right? Am I wrong, Tommy? I mean, like in other words, I'm not saying all of it. Like I said, let's say it gets to the point, I was just giving an analogy. Let's say I need $10,000 personal, business, whatever it is, a month. And I'm making $100,000 a month. 90,000 of that is going to go into my V for Victory project because I want to make it happen. You understand? I'm making $1,000,000 a month. $990,000 is going into my V for Victory project. You understand? If I made $10 million, Okay. 9 million, whatever it is, $990,000 is going into my V for Victory project. Okay. But certainly I have the right with earned income to spend some of it on myself, correct? Well, I get it, but I get it. Listen, I love you, Tommy, but I'm just trying to make a point that I don't want to steer people in a direction where they think I'm not serious. I'm very serious. Of course, it's for entertainment, but I'm not joking. Like, I really want the V for Victory project to happen, but it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to require a tremendous amount of hard work, a tremendous amount of live streams, a tremendous amount of videos, both short videos, videos over a minute, live streams. And that's work. And if you're working, this is what my point is. Anyone who works, anybody, doesn't make a difference what job you're doing. You could be a janitor, you work at McDonald's. Everyone has a right to take a percentage of their earned income and spend it on yourself. Everyone has that right. But where I would think it would be unfair. Now, here's where I would feel. This is my opinion. Where it would be unfair. If, let's say, I made $100 million, I'll give you an example, right? Let's just say I became like a Mr. Beast. We're just talking for entertainment purposes only. Let's say I became a monster YouTuber. Like, I was on the lines of a Mr. Beast. Okay. And let's say I made $100 million. Okay. If I spent all of that money, then I consider myself to be a jerk off. You understand? Like, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit because that's just absurd. You know what I mean? At least, you know what I mean? The majority of that money, like well over $90 million has to go towards my V for Victory project because then I'm a piece of shit. I'm a Mamaluke. I'm a Stunad. But certainly, if it's earned income, you have the right to spend something on yourself. I believe this Cindy Lou Who is Lou in disguise. Cindy, listen to me. Do you understand that what I'm doing right now is work? Like, are you aware of this? You psychopathic, like, lunatic. Do you understand? Like, see, like right now, you're listening to me speak, right? This is work. This is a job. When I make videos and I perform music, right? That's a job. When I make food videos, that's a job. When I make comedy videos, that's a job. If somebody gives me a tip for entertainment purposes only, that's also a job. That's also a job because it is in a sense, you're entertaining them and they're giving you a tip. This has nothing to do with my status, my financial status. It has nothing to do with it, Cindy. You know what it is? I just wish that these haters, you know what I wish? That they were like level-headed, practical people, but they're not. So it's like, unfortunately, most of these people got to just be booted off because they're just not level-headed. They're not practical people. Yeah, I mean, I have a nice house. I have an average house in the Jersey Shore. I have a nice pool. Sure. Cindy, if you think what I do is lazy, I'll tell you what, Cindy. She says it's lazy. I'll tell you what. I'm just about hitting 25,000 videos, okay, uploaded on YouTube. Cindy, I'll tell you what. You go out, it's lazy, right? Okay, and make 25,000 videos. Go do it. And I'll tell you what, Cindy, when you upload 25,000 videos, then you have the right to call me lazy. Okay, then you have the right to call me lazy. But until you upload 25,000 videos, go home and get your effing shine box. Go get your effing lazy. Do you know the work ethic that it takes to upload 25,000 videos? I have more videos uploaded than the largest YouTube channel in the effing world. T-Series. I have more videos uploaded than them. No, BC, but now you're trying to change the subject. Do you see? I want you to see what she's doing. You see how she's trying? Okay. The first comment is I'm lazy. Cindy says I'm lazy. But now she's trying to twist it and says Lou makes more money than you. So you see what it is? It's like you can't, no matter what it is with these haters, you're never going to win. You're never going to win because it's like they'll take one narrative and then they'll change it to another narrative. Okay, so now we're on a new subject. The new subject is who makes more money on YouTube, me or Lou? So okay, I'll answer that question. Cindy, Lou makes more money than me currently. Currently, Lou earns more money on YouTube than me. But here's the thing. Okay. Overall, I have more money than Lou. Overall, in terms of my net worth. Okay. I have more money than Lou. Lou, no question, does not have more money than me. There's no question about it. So even if Lou is earning about 6 or 7 thousand a month on YouTube, Lou is a lightweight. Okay. I'm a heavyweight. Okay. So Lou doesn't have anywhere near the money that I have. Okay. And moving forward in the next year of my life, Lou will definitely not have the money that I have. So that answers your question, Cindy? Where is Angie? She could fight Cindy for you. Yeah, right. It's not going to be a long live stream. It's just, I'm just trying to make all of them understand. Look, I'm not trying to be, listen to me. I'm not trying to be someone who is not transparent. I always like to be transparent. You understand? And that's something, by the way, Cindy, Lou is never transparent, by the way. Lou never showed his portfolio. Lou claims to have a mansion. He never showed it. Lou claims to have 2 Teslas. He never showed it. Lou claims to have a Porsche. He never showed it. Okay. Lou claims he has secret connections. He never told us who they were. That he has connections with banks that offered him more money than he would make on the Moaz. You got to hit up Mr. Beast. I mention his names in a lot of videos, in a joking way, of course, where I say I'm the real beast, not him. But the point I'm trying to make you understand, like Cindy, you can't call someone who uploads 25,000 videos lazy. You know that lazy is not an appropriate word. More like a tremendous work ethic. That's a better term. A tremendous work ethic. See, Cindy, I'm gonna have to let you go now because you keep using this word over and over again. You keep using the word scam, where I never, listen to me, Cindy, committed a scam in my life. Okay. I never got in any legal trouble. I didn't even get a 1 cent fine from the SEC. Not 1 cent. Okay. Not 1 cent. Okay. But here's the facts, you piece of shit. Lou stole $73,000. Do you understand me, Cindy? From senior citizens. Now, let me repeat that to you. Stole. Do you understand? Stole. In other words, they didn't give him a tip, Cindy. They didn't give him money of their own consent. They didn't give him money as a tip. He effing robbed him. He robbed him. And guess what happened, Cindy, to Lou? He went to jail. That he was punished in jail so bad that he had to get an early release. Okay. The term they used was tortured. Tortured in jail. Okay. And then, Cindy, after he got tortured in jail, he had to pay back the whole $73,000 that he stole. It's okay. Okay. So if you want to talk about scam artists, Cindy, talk about Lou. Talk about Lou. That's your main case, okay, for a scam artist, Lou. Cindy, here's the bottom line. You could say whatever you want to say, but here's what the bottom line is. At the end of the day, I have a perfect clean record. You understand? And at the end of the day, Lou has a criminal record. That's it. Any which way you listen to me, any which way you twist the coin, any which way you go with it, I have a perfect record. Meaning I never committed any crimes. I never got in any legal trouble, and I never had any fines, nothing, not even for 1 single cent. Lou, on the other hand, went to prison for stealing $73,000. So that's the bottom line, Cindy. Any which way you twist it, I think that anyone who has a brain, anyone who has a little bit of intelligence would definitely come to the conclusion that Lou is the real scam artist. Tyrone and Jamal in jail, absolutely. Giving Lou a pounding. You know what's funny? Lou actually says he gets migraines all the time. Okay, he gets severe migraines that he can't even drive anymore. He can't even drive a car anymore. And you know what I think happened that causes the migraines, right? You understand, right? Bang, you know that song. She bangs. I go crazy cause Lou gets banged by Tyrone Jamal. So we'll leave it at that. Cindy, you know Lou is a loser, right? I mean, you understand this. The guy is, listen to me. The guy's broke. Okay, Cindy, the guy doesn't have a pot to piss in, Cindy. The guy, he see you want to hear what the thing is. I don't depend on YouTube to survive. Lou depends on YouTube. Like this is the thing. He depends on it to survive. Like without YouTube, the guy would be out with a cup in his hand in the street begging for change. Without YouTube. What's up, Scott? And Tommy is my brother. I love Tommy. So that's the difference between me and Lou. You understand? Lou selling Tupperware. Oh yeah, his own Tupperware. You know what's funny? You think you are an entertainer and get no views, blah 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 blah. But Cindy, this is what you don't understand. See, once again, when you say I get no views, I'm approaching 9 million views. I'm approaching 9 million views. I mean, so 9 million views is not no views, Cindy. So once again, you go get 9 million views, Cindy. You go do that. It's like everything you say, it's like everything this woman says, Cindy, there's no facts to it. I like to call all of you like the sci-fi haters, the science fiction, because everything that all of you say is not real. It's like you'll call me a scam artist. I never committed a scam. Okay, you'll say that super chats are not for entertainment purposes only, and they are for entertainment purposes only. You'll say that because I get super chats, I'm not allowed to spend it any which way I want. Which it's like everything you say, it's fiction. But yet it's like you believe in your own fiction. You're the psychopaths. You believe in your own effing lies. But see, now you're turning it, Cindy. You know what you're doing now? The conversation is supposed to be how you could prove I'm a scam artist. Okay, that's the conversation, right? Now you're turning it into Lou has more views than me. Lou makes more money on YouTube than me. Do you see how you're changing the conversation? You know why? Because Cindy, the bottom line is this: you could call me a scam artist a million times, but you know deep down that I'm not. Okay, because there's literally no proof. There is no evidence. But there is proof and there is evidence that Lou is a scam artist. Lou went to jail for stealing 73,000 from senior citizens. What exactly did Lou succeed at, Cindy? What exactly did Lou succeed at, Cindy? Every single play that Lou called, everyone lost money on it. Every single play, not one, Cindy. All of them. You want to hear a few? Clove. Everybody lost money on that play listening to Lou because they all bought high where Lou said it was going to go to 500 and the thing dumped. Okay. You want more? RNVA. People bought into that piece of shit play, couldn't even get their money out. They couldn't even get their, Lou promised everyone they were going to be a millionaire if they put $100 in RNVA. That's what he promised. Okay. Didn't work out. AMC, because of that Mama Luke, I'm down 200 friggin' grand. And what did Lou say? March 3rd, it was going to squeeze. What did Lou say? When Evergrande, went into bankruptcy, AMC was going to squeeze, right? Okay, you know what it is? Every single thing Lou has ever said has turned to garbage. Remember GTII? Even though that play went up, Lou said it was going to 100. He said it was going to grow his beard down past his friggin' knees. Okay, now he's saying XRP is going to 20,000. I think it even freaking it can barely stay above 50 cents. Barely. Okay, he says it's going to $20,000. Lou is the loser. Yeah, but Cindy, you know and I know that Lou was saying the same shit. Okay, so if you're mad at me for pumping AMC, you should be certainly mad at Lou. How come you're not? Let me ask you a question, Cindy. I'm just trying to understand this. Why are you mad at just me and not Lou? Didn't Lou say that AMC, the true price of the dark pools was $10,000 a share, $20,000 a share? I'm just trying to understand, like, why are you not mad at Lou? He was completely wrong with AMC. He was completely wrong with AMC. Okay, but you seem to not have a problem with him. But he said 10,000. He said 10,000, Cindy. He said $10,000 a share. That's still a big number. He said 10, and Lou didn't have a disclaimer, by the way. I had a disclaimer. Lou had no disclaimer. Lou had no disclaimer. And he said 10,000 a share AMC was the true price in the dark pools, according to his secret connections. Yeah, but this is the thing. The whatever show, you got to have a disclaimer, brother. Listen to me. Listen to me. You have to have a disclaimer in life. That's why Lou shut down his whole channel, because he never had a disclaimer. And now Lou watches very, very carefully what he says. He watches very carefully what he says. So that's why it's very simple why he shut down his channel, because he knew he was going to incriminate himself. He knew he was going to be back behind bars with Tyrone and Jamal playing, past the friggin', whatever you want to call Tupperware. Yeah, but he did it, but he never had a disclaimer, the whatever show. Look, Lou built his whole AMC channel by lying to everybody. Okay, Cindy, once a con man, always a con man. Okay, he built his entire channel lying to everybody. He told everybody he had secret connections. He told everybody that they were giving him specific information on when AMC was going to have a managed event. And he said this was when AMC was around $40 a share. He said that his secret connection told him that AMC was going to immediately drop to 30 and then run right back up to $500 and start the managed event. Start the managed event where it was going to then go to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 a share. Okay, so then if everything you're saying is true, then you should have absolutely no problem with me. Okay, let's read Cindy Lou Who's comment. Don't need a disclaimer like MSBC according to SEC rules. It's under the publisher's clause like the news station. So if what you're saying is true, hold on a second. You should have no problem with me. You should have no problem with me. You're a hypocrite, Cindy. You're a hypocrite. I believe that Cindy Lou Who is Lou. We're just so everybody knows this is Lou. This is Lou. So say hello to Lou and say goodbye to Lou, because actually I got to get going here. Look, I made my point. Okay, I made my point. I'm not a scam artist. Okay, I never committed any crime in my life. I never had to ever face any legal trouble. I never had to pay 1 cent in any fines. I am a law-abiding citizen. And here's the final thing I have to say. Okay, anything that's earned income, I have the right to spend how I feel. As long as I pay taxes on it, if it's earned income, I have the right to spend it any which way I want. But obviously, I want the V for Victory project to come true. But you're talking a tremendous amount of money. So I have a lot of hard work ahead of me. I got a hard job to do. Okay. And obviously, the majority of the money I make will go for savings for my V for Victory project. I don't need that much money for business or living expenses, but I certainly have the right to that, being its earned income. I got a music request. You got to play on the piano. Well, I don't know if I'll know it. My daughter's sleeping right now. I might have to do it another night though. What's the request? I gotta get going, John. You called me the lead father. It's crazy, this guy. Cindy, anyone who wants to give me a super chat does so of their own free will. They do it of their own free will. Okay, that's it. Yet trades for days, it's called an income. That's correct. When you make an earned income, you have the right to spend it any way you want. Oh, Andre Bocelli. Well, there's a lot of great songs of his. We'll learn it. I'll learn it for you. You know, I think I know the one you're talking about. Let me get going here because I'm on this for 35 minutes. I'll be back. I'll be back probably soon. Cindy, the question you should really ask yourself is this question. Yes, that's the one I knew you were going to say. The question you have to ask yourself is this: every every protection, okay, that you say Lou has, I have the same protection. Okay, so you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite. Okay, that's it. You know what you're trying to do, Cindy? You're trying to basically say that whatever I do is wrong and whatever Lou does is right. Okay. Remember, Lou says, "Oh, I'll never make money off the apes." Remember, who remembers that? Yet he has the Lou store where you can buy F your mother hats, F your mother coffee mugs. You can buy his ebook. He's got the ebook, Lou from Hero to Zero. Right? Okay. But you see, Cindy doesn't have a problem with none of that. Cindy has no, because Cindy is a hypocrite. See, Cindy, why don't you go ask Lou how much money he made off his hat sales and his mug sales? No, but I'm just, it's like, in other words, trades for days. Everything that Lou is doing, according to Cindy, is right. Everything that Lou did, like it's okay he stole $73,000 from C. That's fine. It's okay that he had a 3 year supervision. That's okay. There's no problem with that. I have no criminal record at all, but she has a problem with me. There's something wrong there. You know, Lou had no disclaimer. She says it's okay. Lou said that AMC was going to 10,000 plus a share, managed events, everything. She has no problem with it. No problem. But she has a problem with me. So it's obviously very personal. It's obviously very personal. But here's the facts. I understand you don't like me, Cindy. And Cindy, if it's any consolation to you, I don't like you either. Okay. But I am not a scam artist. I've never committed a scam. I've never broken the law. That's the bottom line. Lou did. Lou did break the law. And those are the facts, Jack. That's the truth root. Gotta go. This video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. And guess what? Every super chat is for entertainment purposes only. Okay? It's a tip. Entertainment purposes only. And everything I say is entertainment purposes only. Gotta go. See you. Hate to be you. Take care. Brush your hair.